Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, feeling a bit silly this morning, I'm afraid. Well, I've looked outside and it's pissing down with rain. Gopping. Horrible. Cold. Anyway. For some time now, I've been into 3D printing, as you know, model making, and generally into crafts. And I thought, well, to tell the story properly, some time ago I bought a 3D printer. Well, I've bought lots of 3D printers. I've got 5 sat around in here. If you want one, buy one. Anyway, I bought an Anycubic Mega Pro 3D printer. And with the Anycubic Mega Pro mind you, it's not, it comes with a laser head. So you can supposedly cut, well, it doesn't quote cut, but engrave, like pictures and words onto wood and stuff like this. It says that it's got an engraving size of 220 by 140 millimeters, but I could never make it do anything much bigger than a postage stamp, and it was pretty crap at that. It's got a 1500 milliwatt laser that comes with it, with a maximum engraving speed of 6000 millimeters a minute. If you're a mathematician, you can work that out for yourself. Anyway, I thought recently I've been looking on Amazon at different printers, engravers, cutters, engravers, lasers. And I looked particularly at X-Tools. They're both their 10 watt and their 20 watt offerings, and they're very expensive, X-Tools, and they tell you they're the best, and some people swear by them, but I've read lots of crap reviews as well about them. Build quality is supposed to be superb, but lots of other problems in other ways, connectivity and upgradability and all this kind of stuff. And I also looked at a make called Atomstack on Amazon. Now, Atomstack's 20 watt offering comes with an air assist unit, which the X-Tools doesn't. The Atomstack was £599, 20 watt with air assist. The X-Tools 20 watt without air assist is something like 1,200 or 1,400, so it's a lot more expensive, especially by the time you pay £200 odd for an air assist as well. Or you can puff on it as it's going, I suppose, but I don't think that's going to work, even with a straw. As you can tell, I haven't got the first clue about laser engraving or laser routing, cutting. So it's all a big, steep learning curve for an old fart like me. Anyway, as I said, the Anycubic Mega Pro had a maximum size of 220 by 140 if you could figure out how to make it do bigger than a postage stamp. The Atomstack has a maximum engraving and cutting area of 400 by 400 millimeters, so a lot bigger. The engraving speed of the Anycubic 3D printer with the laser head was 6000 millimeters a minute. The Atomstack, best information I can find is that it will do 12,000 millimeters a minute. The Anycubic, I struggle to make it do anything very much. To be honest, it's a bit of a gimmick, isn't it? Whereas the Atomstack supposedly will cut through 6 or 8 millimeters of wood and steel and all kinds of stuff, as well as engrave. So anyway, I ordered the Atomstack A20 Pro, which comes, as I say, with an air assist unit, which is supposed to stop charring and make it just a lot cleaner. Keep the lens clean as well. And while I was out yesterday, the box arrived from Amazon, next day delivery as always, and it is huge. What a box, you could live in it. I expected this kind of size box, and it's massive. It's a huge box. Anyway, but it isn't particularly heavy. But it's far too damn big for me to hold up here and unpack it for you. So I'm going to try and get the camera on it in a minute. I'm going to get some clothes on because I'm a lazy git. I've just got out of bed. And we'll have a look and see what is in the box. And then we'll try and put it together, and then we will try and make it work. Maybe. Anyway, so let's go down. What do they say on it? Let's dive down into the unpacking.
And here it is. I did tell you it was a big box, and it is. It's a giant box, considering it doesn't look like a big item. But hey, so let's open it up and have a look and see what you get in your Atomstack A20, X20, X20. They're all the same, just different colours. Laser engraver cutter. Foam packing by the looks of it. Get rid of that. First thing first, cutting mat. And it says on here, giveaway cutting mat. When cutting, please place this mat under the object to prevent damage to the tabletop. Please tear off the surface protective film before use. So, giveaway, I take it that means it's a freebie. But anyway, that's included in a mat which you go under, obviously under your honeycomb bed, which I've got ordered, and that will be coming later, hopefully. So, lifting out the top layer of foam, which will come in very useful for model making or something. And first thing we're presented with is an Atomstack laser engraver user manual. Statement before installation, and lots of information in here, no doubt. Just thumb through it very quickly. User security statements, then your installation steps, how to build the thing, more on how to build it. Part 4 installation steps. So they reckon this takes about 20 minutes to put together. It looks like it might take a bit longer than that. More information, control box description. Very nice manual, by the way. Looks superb. Lots of colour pictures and lots of information rather than normal bit of scrap paper that you can't really understand. I normally throw these things away, but I think this is a bit complicated, so I won't be throwing this away. As you can see, loads of information on there. Quite a thick book. Then we have an Atomstack laser engraver APP user manual. What have we got on there? Connection method. This is how to connect it and things like that. By the look of it, single piece of paper. Frequently asked questions, connection methods, things like that. We also have an air assist. Well, they say it's a user manual, air assist user manual, but it's one piece of paper. Anyway, it's still nice to have. Then, so what have we got after that? Moving closest to me, a bag, and in that bag we have got very nice. I'm very impressed with this. In here there is 3 Allen keys and a spanner for assembly. Now very often we get these type of things, you know, these 3D printers and things like that. You go hunting in the garage for the tools to put it together. Well, they're all included, so well done Atomstack for that one. There is next in here. I take it these are blank key rings or something like that. So a couple of them anyway. For practice engraving on, no doubt. Also we have some 3 pieces of wood, looks like about 2mm. Again, I should imagine that's for practicing with. We have got another one of them key rings, so there's 3 of them. Looks like a key ring anyway. Very nice. We've got a memory stick, which again, a lot of things, 3D printers and things like that, some of them come with it. Some of them tell you need to buy a memory stick. So that's nice. All seems quite well packaged. What else have we got? It looks like a cleaning cloth, lens cleaning cloth. This is marked up. I do like this. The bag is marked step 3, which will obviously correspond to the manual. Step 3, which is the belt, the drive belt. But I love the way it's marked up with the step on it, rather than guessing and finding cards. Yeah, and these as well. In this bag there is 9 screws, 2 different sizes, and again it's marked step 2. So when you're in step 2 in the manual, you find the right bag. Brilliant. Well done, Atomstack. I do like this. And step 1, 8 pieces of screws. Again in there. Excellent. And some tie wraps. So that's what's in that bag. Very impressed so far, I've got to say. Still digging into this hole. There is an HDMI cable, which from watching other videos and things, I believe this is for connecting the control panel. But I'm just looking outside at the miserable rain. We have got a USB printer type cable. This is a leveling device for, sorry, not leveling, this is to focus the laser, so get the laser right height above the item you're engraving or cutting. I only know these things because I've watched other videos on it and read their website. Then we have, with more packing, this is the main wiring loom, and the control box. Not the panel, the control box. So it's got a stop-start switch on it, and power connector, USB connector for the printer cable, TF card socket, on-off switch, and a reset switch. On this side here is the HDMI socket, and loads of other bits and bobs on here to attach. So that's that. And now that hole there is stopped giving now. Okay, so these are the main frame pieces. Very nicely packaged. This one's wrapped in plastic. This one isn't. So I assume they've done that so that this doesn't damage the powder coating or annealing, whatever it is on that one. Quite solid weighty item. It's not like a thin piece of folded alloy or anything. Here's another one. This one has got a micro switch, stop switch attached to it, and here it has millimeter markings. Again, very heavy. Here we have a very funky pair of laser glasses, and everything goes green. How does that work? No. It might work the other way around. What a magic. Yes. Now I've had these before, these laser glasses with any cubic, and you couldn't do that. Anyway, there you go. One pair of laser glasses. Never very good at getting things back in the bag that come out. Anyway, we've got one pair of laser glasses. Here we have a kettle type power cable. A rubber hose, which is going to be obviously for the air assist unit. This looks like a power cable, but it's got two power outlets and one inlet, so that'll be a good idea. Rather than having two power cables coming out, two adapters, one for the air assist and one for the printer or the engraver. We've got one cable. That's quite good. And here we have a little brush. There you go. Didn't expect a little brush. There you go. Under here we have very well tightly packaged in, I've got to tell you. This is the main laser Atomstack laser device. So it's got a bracket and back here attaching it to the frame. Air assist connects here by the looks of it. An adjusting knob, I think that's so you can lower it up and raise it. And on the top here you have where it connects and your air assist. Quite a heavy, chunky bit of kit actually. Put it back in the bag for now. And so this is the 20 watt version. Nothing else in that hole. Nothing else in it. Oh, there is something else in that hole. Oh, silicon gel. And here we have very well packed in, very tightly packed in, the air assist unit. When you look at the pictures of this on Amazon or wherever you're looking at it, it doesn't look that big, but it is. The size of the thing, it's a quite sizable unit. I know this video is not great with the black foam here, it's hard to see perhaps, but marked Atomstack on the side, tube inlet, power inlet, an adjustment knob for the rate of airflow, and a cooling fan underneath, and a couple of legs to keep it off the ground. Reasonably weighted. Quite impressed with that. Now, underneath this piece of foam, well, no, not underneath that piece of foam, somewhere in here then, there's going to be even more. So, there you go. So that piece comes out, and got everything more in there, but hey, we'll find out. So tightly packed in, which is very impressive. We have this, which is your main stepper motor and belt, which is already assembled onto it, which will carry the laser head with a quality check label and everything else. So that comes pre-assembled, which is great. It means we haven't got to mess around getting this belt tension. There's a belt that runs across here. I don't know if I can get it close enough for you to see. There's a belt that runs along here and up over the stepper motor cog and along. And there's lots of stories on the Facebook and wherever of people getting the tension wrong and that, but that comes pre-assembled. So again, well done Atomstack. Very solid piece of kit that looks. And there's more here. There's 2 more pieces under here. Again, one plastic coated to prevent them tripping each other. This one with the Atomstack A20 Pro marking on it. And this one has got your warnings and your information about it, model A20 Pro, and a bit of information, voltage and stuff like that, and a QR code on there. And that surely has got to be everything in the box. No, I forgot. Oh, there's more and more and more. Here, it's so well packaged. I'm very, very impressed. Here we have the AC power adapter, kettle type socket on the end. There we go, AC power adapter, nothing a lot home about for that. And this is the LED touchscreen control panel. Marked Atomstack on the back. Covered with that plastic to protect it. Got a little speaker grid there, so I'll take it chirps at you. And your HDMI socket there. I've got to say, in comparison to the rest of the stuff that's metal box, it feels quite light and a bit tacky. I might be wrong. Wait till we put it together and see what it works like. It certainly doesn't have the heavy quality feel of everything else that's metal box. Finally check, make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, there it is. There's more in here. Some now there is online and in the book, I believe, a picture of what you should be pulling out of the box. So hopefully, I've got everything. It looks like 3 legs. Why only 3? I don't know, but I'm sure that's supposed to be 3 because there's 3 holes. Final check, and yeah, I think I've finally got everything out of the box. So there you go. That's what you're going to get in your box when you order the Atomstack A20 Pro. So there you go. All the bits and bobs. Plenty of it. It's going to take a bit of putting it all together, and I should imagine. You know what? There's a great picture of the contents of the box online. I'll nick it and I'll stick it on so you can, rather than try and do it like this. There you go. So the next big job, I suppose, is trying to bolt it all together. That'll be fun. Right, so bear with me while I go and have a cup of coffee, reset my brain, and we'll have a go at building the thing. Okay, so I have connected the computer to the control box via USB and powered it on. The control panel is working. As you can hear, it is got quite a loud sound with the thing. But the next thing is I've installed the Lightburn software on my laptop, my Atomstack laptop. So my next thing really is to see if it will connect it. So I've booted up Lightburn and see if it will find it. It is connected. Find my laser. Connect your device via USB and click next. Next. And it's come up as a GRBL 10x10 USB serial device. Add device. What would you like to call it? So I will call it Atomstack A20 Pro. What are the dimensions of the work area? So it's 400, I believe, by 400. Next. Where is the origin of your laser? Where is the origin of your laser? Where is XOYO? Don't know. There's a stop switch here, so I presume that's going to be it, so it'll be front left. I presume. Next. Atomstack A20 Pro connected via USB. Click finish to add new device. Okay. And there we go. So, I haven't got a clue how to use this software. This is all very, very new to me. I know there is a home on here somewhere, but I don't know where that is, just to make sure the thing moves. Send the laser to the user origin or home. There we go. Just click that. Is it going to go home? No. So I know there's a thing here where you can make it move. Settings, touch tone. I don't think we need that quite so loud. About, language, English, back, about, back, back. Oh. And that is it. There's nothing else on there at the moment. I haven't got a clue. So I need to read the book. But I thought that home would send it home, but it isn't. There is an emergency stop on here. A reset. Just press the reset. See what happens. Card, no SD card, so let's bung that back on there. That's not doing anything very much at the moment. Stop, home, I don't know. I know you can draw a square to cut by clicking on that. So let's draw that. And then you should be able to, I believe, set laser position by clicking on the page. Don't know, I need to do a lot of reading on this software. I believe you need to turn that into something first of all, so maybe that's why. And I hate these trap tabs, by the way. The spawn of the devil. They really are. I think that there's something else on the bottom of this software that I'm not seeing. I don't know. I'll come back to you with it. But anyway, it's installed it, it's found it, but now to make the thing actually move. There you go. It turns out the problem is numpty user error. And what I hadn't done is turn the laser off and rebooted Lightburn once I had set up the laser on it. And it works fine now. It's not flat on this table, so I'll just lift the back up while I do it, and the thing is moving. Yeah, if I click on this and send it, move it, it will move quite freely, quite nicely. So home again is working absolutely fine, and the stop switch is activated now. I need to get it out on a proper flat surface now, and there you go, and we'll have a go.
There you go. I was just about to go and set it up in the garage, or wherever I'm going to set it up to test it, and the second part of my deliveries arrived. One part yesterday, one part today, and this is something you have to buy separately. And what it is when you're burning, you need to have a honeycomb mesh underneath it so the air can pass under it and it doesn't burn. And there it is, the honeycomb mesh. So let's just unwrap that. This was there wasn't a dear one. The Atomstack one was about £100. This one was about £39, something like that, on Amazon. Does exactly the same thing. I have seen people using cooling trays, like cook and baking trays and things underneath. I don't suppose it matters as long as the air can get around the thing and it lifts it away. So, and there it is, one honeycomb. Very interesting look, isn't it? Hey, look at that. One honeycomb base that basically sits in the printer, and I shall show you that once I've got it set up properly, but there it is. I've also bought a few little bits to practice with or to work with. I'll go and get that, open that. So, another box from Amazon. Like all these things, I suppose, when you first set out, I suppose it's a massive learning curve and an expensive learning curve. So, what did I order to play with? It's no good having a laser if you can't laser anything, is it? So, in here, I've got a collecting tin. That's for something totally different. I also involved with an organisation that I set up called Haskell, Hollowell Area Services Community Lounge, and that is for that. So another little box in this big box, and in that little box there is 80 of these things. Bamboo pens, but they're a really clever one because in the end there it's got an N for using on a mobile phone, but it's also a ballpoint, which is quite fab and groovy. So there's a box of 80 of them to try engraving with. I was going to buy some things like some hip flasks and some pocket watches and stuff, but I'm waiting till I've got the pens all over the floor now. And also some plywood sheets to make. These are there's 10 in there, I think, 3mm thick. And that's it. So next job really is to pick up all the pens and go and set it all up and have a go. So here we are, we've got it set up in the garage, and as you can see the laser is burning a picture which I've got set up on the on Lightburn. A lot of fanning around, and one thing you can see is, which you not really don't think about when you're buying these things, is you need an awful lot of space. An awful lot of space. Not only the machine, but your computer and your air assist. But I have got it set up and it seems to be working. So we'll see what this picture comes out like in a moment. A couple of issues I did come across. One is that the laser, when you're framing, doesn't come on when you first set up Lightburn. You've got to go into machine settings and enable the laser, and there's something else you've got to do as well. Go into devices and turn the laser on when framing. Otherwise you don't get the laser coming on when you're framing. Other than that, it's been quite simple, and there's loads of information. People have been doing this for a long time on Google and things like that, and YouTube. So get stuck. It's easier to ask Google than it is to read the manual, I can assure you. Although the manual is very good. Anyway, it is printing this, so I'll come back to you in a moment when it's nearly finished, and we'll see what it looks like. And by the way, I forgot to mention this, of course, is the mesh in situ. As it, so what it's doing is protecting the work surface underneath it and letting the air flow around the engraving. I've got to say, I did expect lots and lots of smoke coming off of it, but there didn't seem to be too much smoke at the moment. I'll just show you briefly what this picture is, if I can zoom into it. I can't remember how to get a preview. Preview, there we go. And actually the preview looks bloody awful. It's me and my friends Ed and Mikey stood by a tornado in Broughton. Right, the picture does look better than that. Anyway, there you go. We'll see what it looks like when it's engraved. Well, it's getting near the end. I've actually had to do it a second time. The first time the laser wasn't powerful enough, and it was really producing a quite crap image. So it's going again now, and it seems to be better. I've slowed it down now from 3000 and 20% power to 2050% power for the image. I've added some text on it and a cut line. I'm not sure whether the cut line will do it now or not, because I put that on after it started, but we'll see. But it's getting near the end of the picture now. Okay, on here, it's got 5 minutes left, so I can only imagine that it's going to include the cut and the words. We'll see. There is one thing on there I've noticed. There's a nasty brown line near the right hand side, which is just a bit of dirt or something on the wood. It's only a practice piece anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's worth something that I will need to consider in the future. Make sure the material that's going to be engraved is of good condition. Otherwise you're wasting your time, aren't you? But so far, not an awful lot of smoke. I've got the air set on about
50%, I think. And it has, it's cut it out lovely. So here it is, my first engrave and cut. So I don't know what you think of that. For a first attempt, I'm sure I can get it better with practice, but there you go, first attempt. So using light burn software on an Apple Mac laptop, the Atomstack A20 Pro laser engraver cutter. And that's it, my friends. So I hope you've found this video enlightening. I know it's not, done professionally like a lot of people's, but hey, I hope you've enjoyed it and gained something from it. And I hope if you do buy one of these machines that you enjoy it and make use of it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on my videos, please. It does mean a lot to me and very much appreciated. So from me, bye-bye for now. You take care. Ta-ra. Just as an extra little bit, I'm cutting out a jig to do some pens, and you'll notice there it's scorched, and that's with air insist off. And here you can see how clean we're doing it. That's with air assist on about a quarter. So that shows the benefit of that bit of kit there, the air assist box.